Okay, joined by Damien, Ruddy, friend of the Bell family, and we're looking at the death of our dear Newry brother, Kevin Bell, only 26 years of age, and he was taken from us in a tragic motor car accident over the weekend. It's thought to be hit and run. God help us.
Yeah. I know Colin and Ethna have been in contact with the cousin of Ethna's, NASA, who's looking after things out there, and have been speaking to the police. And there was a bar nearby, and the police have been looking at CCTV coverage, and you know, I think those are things for
Another day.
Another day, Rowan. Yeah.
What kind of lad have we lost?
Oh, we used a phrase earlier on, joie de vie, and Kevin Bell, I would imagine, was a young man who lived life to the full. Having spoken with the family last night, and the Bell family are all very, very outgoing people, and they said that if they were to add up together the total of the family's joie de vie, they still wouldn't have the same that Kevin had himself.
He was very special.
I suppose it's only in the last 18 hours that you've heard numerous stories that of the man himself, and he it's incredible that, you know, they said that living life to the full, he, in his short 26 years on this earth, he definitely lived his life to the full.
And he went to America. It was his short life's dream to go to America, and he went only in August last year.
Yes, he had plans to go, and his sister Ciara got married in July last year to local man Paul McParland, and
There's some water for you.
Thanks, Ron. After that, then he decided then it's time to make his move, and away he went to New York and to seek his fortune, and unfortunately he's coming home now, and 10 months later, in tragic circumstances.
In Newry, he worked, and I always remember him on Canal Street in Baird's, the butcher shop. There'd always be a wave and a smile out the window to you, as you were going by, and maybe a quip of some kind.
Absolutely.
How are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and especially if you were female, you know, inside the shop, outside the shop, up and down Canal Street. And I was in the shop many times myself, in with him, and he always had a smile on his face, and he had crack and stories to tell, and you know, and great.
He was a talented boy.
Talented. He was. The Bell family were great musicians and singers, and he was a fantastic Irish dancer. And I remember in one of the pre-wedding parties at the house last June, and they decided that they would show their All-Ireland medals, and they told stories about which one was the best dancer, and they actually ended up on the kitchen floor performing and singing and dancing. It was just a very talented family, and Kevin was one of 7 talented kids that Colin and Ethna have.
How are Colin and Ethna this morning?
Colin and Ethna are absolutely distraught. One can never know, I suppose, unless you've gone through something similar, what they're going through. And I left them this morning at 2 o'clock this morning, and they were coming to terms with it and overcome with the support that they've received, Rowan, from local people and from people further afield, and you know, and very, very thankful, and which I can't put into words, you know, their feelings at the minute. But
of course, the ultimate truth is that Kevin is beyond being hurt. He's gone.
Kevin's.
He's on another plane, and their faith would tell them that he's gone somewhere better.
Yeah, a family of great faith, and Colin and Ethna both sing in the choir in Drummer Chapel, and Saturday evening or Sunday morning, and you know, I think it's their faith at times like this which is going to pull the family together and help them get through what the next couple of days, weeks, months, and whatever lies ahead.
News of his death came to you in a most extraordinary way, because you had simply called by the house to pick up County Down football kit.
That's correct. We had a primary school team playing at the Down Armagh hurling game yesterday at half time, and I had texted Colin at 20 to 12 to say I was on my way up, and then he responded at 20 to 12, and when I arrived at the house 20 minutes later, the devastating news had been brought by neighbours of theirs, the Toner family.
Wasn't it good of the folk in New York that they didn't break the news to the Bell family on the telephone.
Absolutely.
They took the trouble to tell a neighbour and say to the neighbour, please go and put your arms around them and tell them.
When I spoke with them again last night, they were very thankful to Seamus Turner and his wife, whose son was with Kevin in New York, and he had to break the news to his parents. And as you say, they decided then that it was time to go round. Colin was celebrating his 60th birthday at the weekend. It was Father's Day yesterday. They were having a family gathering, and Ethna was busy and preparing for things, and she saw Seamus Turner and his good wife coming up the drive of the house. And
wow, what a Father's Day. What a Father's Day. Yeah. We're going to tell the people now just how you can help, because obviously I think we can put this on the screen, Sean. Yes, this will be on the screen. People want to help in the repatriation of Kevin's remains to Newry, and you can help by making a contribution to this account. Overnight, Brendan Jackson, again community, Brendan Jackson of Newry Credit Union established this account and came in with the details to me this morning. The sort code is 902338. The account number is 840-78816. And the reference number is KBRF0613. That's it. Thanks for talking to me. Go well. Take care.